So let's start from today. Okay, and it is about AWR, which is application aware routing. Anybody is aware what is application aware routing?
No, sir.
So this is one of the main, I will say, unique selling point for the SD-WAN. Okay, although these things were already there in the traditional packet flow also, but that was getting achieved by a lot of configuration and headache. There was a lot of complexity, I will say. But if we talk about our IP traditional, traditional IP network. So if you have some kind of, let us say, user over there, it need to go to some of the maybe server, and there is some kind of device, let us say, on both of the end. Eventually, they are going to the router. Eventually, they are going to the router. I'm not creating all the three tier architecture. And if this router is connected with maybe, let us say, MPLS, INET, or whatever the way, okay, LTE, whatever the way, we can create couple of the ways. I'm just trying to tell you how our old infrastructure and new infrastructure work. So earlier, when IP packet need to be delivered, okay, so WAN circuit rely on the IP routing state, which means like if this is the preferred path, it will just see either this is up or no. Okay, it will just check either it is up or down. So your network routing protocol calculate the path between the two sides, between the two locations, whatever you say. Okay. First thing is either it is up or down. Second thing is next hop. Who is the best next hop to reach the remote site, right? But in traditional WAN infrastructure, there is very little, or I will say no insight into the type of application which is which is crosses these kind of links. So performance requirement for different application cannot choose different path. It has to go for all of the application will go, let us say, for MPLS only. If it is up, running well, and having a less, the next path is maybe if you are running BGP, then you are aware like what are the different path selection criteria. So if it is selecting that, all the traffic will go through the MPLS. If MPLS is down, let us say it's going to the internet. If internet is down, it's going to the LT. But when we are talking about AWR, okay, AWR, which is application aware routing. If you see this term is saying routing is aware about the application. See, in
Hmm.
a general scenario, if I will talk about business, what is business? Business is application. No. So you and me or anyone who is working for networking, they are just 5% of the business, right? Eventually, the servers team, the application team are the team who are very critical to the business perspective. We are just providing the connectivity, right? Nothing else. So application is main. When we are talking about AWR, application aware routing, it means it is a system which identify the type of application on the network. And using this system, you can select a forwarding path that will best suit the requirement of the application. Per session basis, you can do that. Per application basis, you can do that. Per flow basis, you can do. Okay. So it's really a game changer, I will say, in the networking. It is really a game changer. So networking system must be able to identify the application now, identify and track the performance of your networking link depending upon your source to destination. And automatically it will make a efficiently path selection decision based on the rules what maybe you are creating. Okay, so I'm just explaining about the same, but as I'm telling you, this thing is really a game changer. and can be done per session, per application, even per user basis. Okay, so we don't go for the user basis for sure. Otherwise, it will be so complex. But I hope you people are getting the point how AWR is important to our applications, right? So it provides much greater control on how the traffic is forward across the network and provide much better control on with respect to your application and with respect to your end user experience. Okay, so let us say now at one point of time traffic is sent. Okay, and change traffic is sent over here. Okay, although this MPLS is working well, MPLS is up also. MPLS is lowest, maybe win the race with respect to the BGP all criteria. But somehow latency is more, somehow jitter is more, okay, and delay is more. Then application automatically with respect to these kind of SLAs, what you will provide, maybe jump from one circuit to another circuit. So it is bit like active now. So similarly, we can have different applications we can put over here, and those applications may be changing the traffic with respect to the system what you are configuring. So SD-WAN monitor the performance of each service, okay, and that is the reason why analytics come into the pictures. That is the reason why there are different segregation, separate, maybe I will say controllers are there. Okay, any doubt in this AWR?
No, sir. Clear.
No,
Okay,
sir.
that's good. So to improve the performance of your application, putting additional features, they are doing even replication also. Replication means like, see, MPLS, one thing where MPLS is winning the race even right now. MPLS is your own kind of, you can say, backbone for your business, right? But if you are using internet backbone, then as an INET, because internet is, you are already aware, not owned by a single identity, right? It is a shared infrastructure. So there is no guarantee in the internet backbone. It might happen that from the user to the server, you are using two internet connection, let us say, INET 1 and INET. Okay. So if INET 1 is not going well, or maybe you are choosing that onto the INET 2, but traffic is not moving correctly. So in that case, you can use replication. Replication feature is one feature which is there for your forward error implemented, or maybe packet correction, you can say. So packet replication means duplication of the data packets. It will copy the data across the multiple circuit. Okay. So that if one circuit is dropping the packet because of any reason, then duplicate on an alternate path can arrive the destination, and it will avoid the retransmission, because at the same time we can compare the two, and because we have a replica, we can maintain one packet. So for sure it will consume some bandwidth, but yeah, it can be availed for your very crucial application. Okay, this point is clear, guys. Similarly, there are a lot of features which are introduced by your SD-WAN vendors. It's not only for Versa, it's for different vendors I am talking about, because SD-WAN as a whole is, in a general, is a common thing. So traffic associated with different applications have unique characteristic that you need to understand. So maybe there can be a port, there can be address, there can be properties, header information, formatting of the payload. Lot of things are there, right? And when we are talking about modern SD-WAN software, it has the ability to scan the first packet of the data to identify the application associated with the stream. And let us say if we are talking about Versa, VOS, okay, then VOS system can identify about 3,500 different application and provide the administration, depending upon the define your custom application. Is this point clear to everybody? Any doubt, any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So that is how your AWR come into the picture, which is really very important. Okay, there is a big topic AWR, but I am just giving the overview because we are doing as even essential, Versa essential. For Versa essential, this is enough. Okay, so we are just touching the point. Okay, then in SD-WAN, I already talked about that it is a centralized management of the WAN environment. Okay, and one more term come into the picture when I am talking about SD-WAN Versa essential, that is lean IT. Lean IT, I don't know if I already talked about. Anybody? I have talked about lean IT term or no?
No, sir.
No, sir, not yet.
Okay. So this is a new term in the industry, not new term now, but this is a term in the industry which is really not good for the network engineers for sure. Why? Because by using this term, management, or I will say top management, used to see how we can use smaller or less technical stuff so that pay cutoff can be done. Yeah. So how it can be achieved? Then we don't want very highly specialized, but the less specialized will work because automation is doing the job now, right? And how we can leverage tools or applications, right? Because every time people used to take a new offer and go somewhere else. So better than people, how we can leverage the tools and applications for the managed service, whatever services you are managing for that, how we can do that. This is reducing IT complexity. Okay. So what they use, the term is reducing IT complexity. And for this term, they are saying as lean IT. Okay. So you can able to see that there is these kind of stuffs already working on each and every organization, right? So this lean IT means management plan that require a smaller or less, as I am telling you, IT staff. And this smaller and less specialized staff can still effectively manage all the security needs of the organization by utilizing the tools or specially designed to help lean IT staff. So the key implementation at Versa Network, when I am talking about this lean IT, in Versa Network also, there is lean IT support and they have their own product. This product name is Versa Titan. Okay, so Versa Titan product is there for lean IT support. Okay, this is nothing. This is just a product you can say. So Versa Titan is a cloud-based SD-WAN approach or network security system that is based on moving your network management or services over the cloud. So this is pre-built management head-end will be there. Okay, you need not to deploy your own head-end systems. Head-end, I already described that all of your controllers make the head-end, like Versa Director, okay, Versa Controller, Versa Analytics, or maybe Consulto if you are using. So all of those things make your head-end. Now, head-end burden you are placing where? Because this places a very high burden or it's a complex configuration aspects with respect to the service provider that who will do this. Okay. But when you are using Versa Titan product, it means pre-built configuration options are there, profiles are there, which you can choose, right? And it allow a smaller and less specialized staff members, and you can just configure and monitor your network, manage your network without a much effort, I will say. Okay. So this is your lean IT strategy of pre-building or testing configuration parameters managed in the cloud database, hosted head-end over there only. So it can allow smaller or growing organization to take the advantage of such service. Okay. For bigger services, yes, because you have already a dedicated team, engineering team, and all of those teams. So probably you won't require that. But for smaller organization, this is help. Any question in this, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Then let me touch the next topic, which is very important. Post that our this SDWAN words essential will get completed. Okay. The topic name is, I hope you have turned this, heard this term multiple times. Have you heard about it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any view like what is this? Are you aware?
Mm,
It's all right. Let me talk about. So when we are talking about what's okay, any SD-WAN you can talk about. Okay, but since we are talking about Versa, so I am just talking about Versa in this batch. By the way, my SD-WAN Viptela batch is also starting. Okay, from today. If you are people are interested, you can join. That is not free for sure, but yeah, you can join if you are interested. So there are two terms, SASE or SSE. It is named as SASE somehow. I don't know why this pronunciation is there. Okay. SASE, which stands for Security and SD-WAN as a Service, or Secure Edge Service Edge. Secure Access Service Edge. This is Security Service Edge only. So what is the difference between them? Why it comes for SD-WAN? I would be gonna talk about it. Okay. But before that, I wanted to let you know that this term is coined by this SASE term is coined by what was it? Gartner. Okay. Gartner is a well-known research and advisory company that provide insight, analysis, or maybe advice to the business, we can say, to the business or to the IT leaders or to the tech professionals, whatever you want to say. So mainly like Gartner, if I will talk about, this is a organization which help other organizations to make them informed about the decision by offering research reports, market analysis, and consulting service. So this term is coined by Gartner, one thing. Okay. Now, when we are talking about SASE or SSE, we will be going to talk about SSE also, but first let us talk about SASE. This is nothing you need to understand. It is mainly a, how to say, we can say it is a cyber security, okay, framework. So it is an approach, maybe you can say, consolidated. It consolidate your networking and security capability into a single cloud device. Okay. What is the aim? Aim is to provide secure and reliable access of the application regardless of the user's location, because users at this time, as I was mentioning in my previous classes also, not mandatorily or necessarily will be in your data center or maybe in your town office or maybe at your branch locations. Because of this, pandemic situation, especially, user can work from home. They can join office from their mobile and from anywhere, right? So it means you are introducing some kind of threats as well if you are doing such kind of work. But to mitigate those kind of vulnerabilities or threats, here SASE come into the picture, which is designed to enhance the security and streamline your network management by integrating the functions like, because when you are using SASE, you will use something named as Security Web Gateway. Okay, SWG, Security Web Gateway. So when you are using Security Web Gateway, you can use firewall as a service, zero trust network access, and a lot of things you can do there. Means gaining the traction as organization seek more, maybe I will say, scalable and flexible way to protect their users or to protect their networks. That is eventually a SASE is. Any question in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. And when we are talking about Versa, with respect to Versa, so the primary focus of Versa network and all of their technology is software-defined networking, SD-WAN, right? But the groundbreaking technologies are also included into this, which is SASE or SSE. Okay, they are providing this stuff also to get out of the competition. Okay, because end goal of the system or infrastructure is easily manage you or with respect to the flexibility, with respect to the control, you can automatically adjust your networking condition, right? So that is how all of these features need to be built upon in a single, maybe you can say, vendor device. Okay, so that is how these things will come into the picture. But as I was mentioning, because modern network is spread out workforce. If they can do work from central office, regional office, remote office, from home, from hotels, from maybe on from the airport, from maybe railway stations or whatever. Okay. So nature and architecture of the network is really very changed. And since you are not doing the work from the centrally location from your data centers, now you have the cloud-based applications. Okay. So VPN connectivity is again not matching the need. VPN connectivity is also getting failed somewhere, right? So because of that, these all terminologies come into the picture. So I will say to address these current business needs, concept of SASE or concept of SSE is introduced. And this is nothing. This is a system you can say that leverage the new SD-WAN technology and the managed device. Okay. One thing I talked about Versa Titan, right? So Versa Titan is also leverage SASE at its core. So when before some time I talked about Versa Titan, right? Remember Versa Titan? So that has a focus area with respect to the SASE also. Just FYI. Okay. So SASE based terminology is there. Now, what happens when you are using SASE or SSE, whatever? Okay, let's talk about SASE first. SSE is a very small term. I will be gonna cover it later on. So when you are using SASE, as I mentioned, you need to have some SWG, that is Secure Web Gateway. It is a device that allow access to your global secure SD-WAN. Okay, because see, when somebody is coming from the remote side, let us say, let me just create it. Let us say there are some users. Okay, this is your branch side. This branch side has some kind of VPN connectivity, maybe let us say global protect from the Palo Alto. They can just connect this VPN with your data center or maybe regional hub, whatever you can say. Okay, maybe let me just create a regional hub. They connect, they can connect over there, and from here, maybe we have some SD-WAN device. Okay, SD-WAN cloud or SD-WAN fabric, whatever you wanted to say. Okay. And from here, maybe they can access some of the applications which are over there in data center. I'm just talking about traditional, or maybe this is in the cloud. So cloud data center also, you are creating it or on premises. Okay. Howsoever your traffic is moving from here to here like this. Now, if some users are over here in the home, how they will connect? Are you people getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So let us say there is some internet cloud they are using. Through this internet cloud, they are going to the SVG, that is security web gateway, as I'm telling you. Security web gateway somehow connected with your SD-WAN. Okay, maybe some IP sector or whatever. From here, traffic will again move back like that. So eventually you need to go and you need to use your SD-WAN fabric, right? So that is how your traffic will flow. Any question in this, please?
Sir, can you explain it again?
Right. So the colorful client, this happy client, okay, it is on the internet. So from internet, it will connect to the SWG. So there would be some SWG client need to install by him. Okay, like here they are using VPN client. Similarly, they will use some kind of SWG client which will connect to the SWG. SWG has an IP sector or some kind of connectivity with your SD-WAN gateway. Okay, this is your security web gateway. Security web gateway. This is your SD-WAN gateway, right? Once you connected with the SD-WAN gateway, then you have the access. You are a bit like a corporate user. Getting my point?
Yeah, sir. Now clear.
Yes, sir.
Any question to anybody in this whole topology? So SASE is somewhat like you are providing the, access to the users who are not on your premises and they are just connecting from anywhere. So a secure web gateway is a cloud provisioned host device, okay, Versa operating system device that is configured to allow remote connection or client to server VPN connection. And because this secure web gateway run the Versa operating system, all of the services that are integrated into your VOS gateway can be applied over here. Full security services, remote access services, carrier grade routing, secure tunneling, whatever you can apply on this device as well. So this is your SASE based. Okay. Because in this SASE, you are just going over there. Then additionally, if you
Uh,
need to, yeah,
Sir, so in this case, that client don't need to install any VPN client here on its PC.
no. Here will be also VPN client, but this is bit like SVG client. Okay. SVG client.
Mm. Okay, so like client will install this application SVG client and it will connect to the
Right.
SD-WAN fabric, right?
Right. To connect to the SD-WAN fabric, again, it has to connect with SWG. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Any other question?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
So it will
So
be a IPsec VPN, right, sir? In between?
where in between SWG and SD-WAN gateway, it can be
Yes,
IPsec.
sir.
It can be IPsec, yes.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay. Any other question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So means that all required local branch is simple device which is capable of your IPsec connection, right? Your secure web gateway send all the traffic to the gateway on the WAN circuit. All services, including breakout, internet breakout, security services, backhaul to the cloud, maybe going to the data center, and so forth, can be performed by your secure web gateway only. And when your traffic demand change, maybe site need to scale, the service in the cloud will scale automatically. Okay. So with respect to the performance also, it is really a very good option. That is your SASE. When we are talking about SSE, this is like same thing. You are doing same thing, but you are not using SD-WAN. Okay. Getting my point? Give me a minute. So in case of SSE, when we are using SSE, we can say SSE or Security Service Edge is one of the component of SASE solution. Now, in case of your SASE solution, you are using, give in case of SASE solution, you are using Versa SD-WAN gateway and Versa SWG device. But if you are using some kind of SSE, maybe you are using any vendor SD-WAN solution, you can use, let us say, Gscaler as an SSE. Are you getting my point? So same way, what I explained you before some time, but here it will be Gscaler. So moral of the story is SSE means it is an independent solution. Okay. SASE can be implemented on its own without additional secure access or application steering function. But SSE, when I am talking about, it is only for your security features. It does not take care of your network or maybe your SD-WAN solution. It can be implemented individually. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir. The SSE stands for?
Right. Security Service Edge.
Okay.
Sir, can you please differentiate once again for the SASE and SSE?
Okay, okay. So first thing, they are doing the same thing. Okay. Only the difference. Okay, like let me maybe create a. Give me a minute. Let me do a quick comparison. So this is your feature. This is your SASE. This is your SSE. So feature is first feature, which is very important. Either it including networking or not. Okay. In this case, a big yes, because either you are using SD-WAN, you are using QoS, traffic optimization, everything you will be using in case of SASE. But in case of SSE, it is not required at all. It can be an individual security feature. So maybe let me write down the second security feature. Okay. So yes, it is a security feature. It is also a security feature, but it does not have the networking. It does not need networking. Getting my point? So if I will talk about with respect to the architecture, let us say, let me talk about with respect to the architecture. It combined the security and networking. Security and networking, it combined both. But when I am talking about SSC, it is only one layer. Which layer? Which is security. Okay, networking not needed at all. So if I will talk about a use case, let us say, what is the use case? Here, when you need to provide end-to-end security. End-to-end security means through your network also. But here, you just wanted to provide the cloud security only. Only security you wanted to provide with, you don't take care with respect to your networking. So end of the story is, it is more complex, and it is for your internet and internet, both traffic is there. It is kind of simple. When you have only public traffic, you don't care with your maybe internet traffic. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
No, sir. Sir, can you give me a real-time example, kind of like
As I told you that here, when I take the example, I use security web gateway of Versa, right? Which is talking with your SD-WAN gateway, right? So it was giving the security also, and it was interacting with your networking also. But in this case, I just talk about Zscaler. So no need to make back tunnels or something like that. Only if you are going outside to access the internet, your user should not go with maybe some of the sites which are not good, right? So at at that time, you should have some kind of security checklist. Probably you can just use SSE. Okay.
okay.
Okay. If no doubts, let me just talk about one more thing. So what I will suggest to both of you, okay, sorry, all of you, search for this Words Academy right now. Okay, search for this Words Academy.
Okay.
Go to your laptops or wherever, go for it. Click on the first link. This will be academy.versa networks.com. Okay. There will be a login or register button. If you are already registered, good. If not, then uh, register yourself. Okay, and click on login. Once you are ready, do let me know. Huh?
I need to check for SD Versa, right, sir?
Sorry.
Mm, what I need to check on the web browser?
So you need to write down Versa Academy.
Okay, Versa Academy. Okay.
Right. So once you are there, logged in over there. Okay, let me show you. See here, you need to click on trainings. Okay, you need to click on
Mm-hmm.
training.
Mm-hmm.
When you will click on training, you can able to see there are some kind of trainings mentioned over there, right? You can see there are some certificates, some trainings. Click on
Mm-hmm.
go to the training. Everybody, okay? From before next week, you need to be done this. So here you can see there is two options. One is on demand, self-paced. One is instructor led. Maybe click on this on demand, self-paced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you click over there, you can see a lot of trainings are there. But I was talking about this Versa Essential. Click on enroll now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have already talked about all of this training, curriculum, and everything is, already covered. So you people should have the information about this, curriculum. It's not showing to me because I have already took it multiple times. So you need to just start this course, okay, and take the exam. When you will take the exam, some certificate will be issued to you from Versa itself. Okay. Just download that certificate for your use and publish that in your maybe LinkedIn profile, Facebook profile. Okay. And as in just help us, you can just mention thank you, NetMinion, for helping us. Okay. That is what I needed from you people. Once you will done Versa Essential, I will be gonna cover two more certificates in this free training videos series. Okay, then I
Oh,
will be gonna talk about more too. But first, I need this from all of you. Okay,
yeah.
Got it, sir.
and this is believe me, everything whatever is required is already there. You can crack this without any hustle. I have already spent a lot of time to make you people understand about these terminologies. Okay, so it won't take much time. Do it. It will be useful for your career. It will be useful for us as well. Okay, just you can tag us as an hash tag with NetMedia. Thank you, gents. Then we will
Sir,
meet.
I just wanted to check one thing. Like, does that have any number of attempts, or it will be a single time
No,
trial
no, you
only?
can do it multiple times. But why you are
Mm-hmm.
thinking about multiple times? If you
No,
have the
I was
knowledge,
thinking by going through your video itself, I can attempt
yes, you can,
once.
you can, you can. Okay,
Yeah.
you can, and you will get past. Don't worry. Okay,
Oh,
so you
yeah.
just crack it. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just to answer your question, you can do it multiple times. It does not matter. Okay, if you are getting failed or pass, doesn't matter. You can
Mm-hmm.
pass in second time also. But that is not a confidence with my students.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do understand. So no,
So,
actually
okay.
the videos that you showed there, no. So I thought I need to go that for
Yeah,
those
yeah.
videos
Go
first.
through the videos. Go through the videos. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Crack this exam and
Mm-hmm.
just post it in your social media.
LinkedIn.
Send the screenshot on the WhatsApp group so that I can also feel like if I am spending some time, if I am giving some time, at least it is helping 2 to 3 people or whatever. Okay, because this is free for everybody. But if nobody is coming, I don't know why. But even if it is helping 2 or 3 people, it will be worth for me. Okay, I will be
Understand.
keep starting these trainings in future. Otherwise, I will wrap it up because in when I am using, paid batches, I am getting
Mm-hmm.
more than 10 students, 15 students, but free batches, 2 students, 3 students. Okay. So, but that's fine. Even if it is helping 3 people, I will continue these batches. Otherwise, I will wrap it up. Okay.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yes.
We will do
Sure,
it.
sir.
Sure. Then we'll meet you next weekend. Before that, I would like to see your screenshots on the WhatsApp group so that it will motivate me for the free training. Okay.
Sure,
Sure.
sir.
Okay, great day then. Take care
Yeah.
of yourself and
Thank
your
you so much,
family.
Thank
sir.
you so
We'll
much.
Yeah.
meet next weekend. And by
Yeah.
then, take your certificates. Take care. Bye.
Sure, sir.
Sure,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. All.